the YouTube ghosts. I don't know what they did though, because since they made this change, whatever the I think I can see. I was looking earlier. I can see what the change was that they did. Right, I can see why they did it, why the whole interface has changed, and yeah, it's actually working properly. Oh my god, it did the right one. Yeah. So what they've done is in the panel now, they've added like a dual stream section. So technically now, when you stream to YouTube, in the interface where you set it up, there's a button to push now, where you can actually go into dual mode. So you can basically like stream to YouTube in vertical and horizontal at the same time. So if you want to do YouTube Shorts, for instance, you can do a vertical cropped stream at the same time as your regular stream. And because of that, they changed all the overlay. But obviously, with time to actually look at it, I've actually seen what they did, and it's working. So, all right. Push that one. Push the YouTube button. All right, load. Let's go. Well, I did see there was a fix. I did see a little patch download, but I didn't do much with it. All right. Yeah, so basically we're supposed to be restarting the archive, right? In a reboot, right? Let's get this back up and rolling again, because we did power this off, didn't we? It's Mr. Stumper. Greetings, Mr. Stumper. Playing Star Citizen, you are the Star Citizen expert now. Yep. You are the one we all go to with our Star Citizen questions. Enable the security. Wait, enable the security interface monitor. Okay. Alright. There was a panel here somewhere, wasn't there? Wasn't there a? Where'd I go? What was in here? You can't find shit offline a straight line. Well, yeah, perfect, right? That sounds perfect. Right, we'll leave that one on. So we got archives on, which is the thing outside. That's the main power to the archives. And the door systems. This is where you came in the level, where the level started. Is there anything we can do with this here? No, guess not. I thought we might better interface with it and security authorized. Right. Rebooting the ward, general systems of and functionality. Alright, so we can't connect to the server. So we gotta get to the server room. Ventilation's active, security accepted. The server room. Hey, you're probably as good as any, most people with how much they like change stuff all the time, right? I should have updated that thing. Wait. We need to locate and turn on the servers to continue. Yeah, we saw a door with servers on it, but I don't think that's where we need to be. Right. So where's the? Yeah, so here we got two now, right? So security access granted, archive active. We gotta turn the server on. I have a feeling, if I can remember, we gotta get our bearings again, right? Because we was here yesterday, and since then we've got to remember where the fuck we were, right? Henry's terminal. Now, one of these terminals is gonna have a code for us. I can't remember which one it was. I had to find all of them again. S. Henry. Diary. I'm trying to figure out where was the elevator? I can't remember where the elevator is. Is that the elevator? Yeah, that's the elevator, right? Okay. So we need to power up the elevator and see if we can have a look in there. Where's the thing that powers up the elevator? Is that this one? Alright, okay. Power the elevator up. Because we never actually went in, we never went in the elevator, did we? I kind of assume this is where we're going to go once you finish everything, but... Can we go in there? No, we need secure level 2 for that. Right, we can't do the elevator yet. The elevator we got to go to once we get to, what's his face? Once we get the key code. So, bearings. Let's figure out where the fuck we're going. I don't remember where the fuck we're going. Barbara's terminal. Okay. Okay, so this is the room. This is the room that's got the code. So that's where we gotta go. This is a code we gotta break. We gotta find the code for this. If we come in here, is it down here, around here? This room with a locker. I think the locker's the key. Gotta remind us of where the fuck it is. It's common to it too. There was a locker that was also had a code. This is the locker, right? We need to get into this, I think. They're the two things we haven't like found access to. So I reckon one of them is going to give us. One of them is actually going to give that to us, right? I think there might be clues in here for that. We just got to figure out how to get a code. Hello, Dixon. We gotta stand at an angle where the light isn't blocking the fucking thing. Yeah, the vestibule is what's behind the cage in the restroom. So this is the one that talks about the vestibule itself. I don't know if the archive terminal is one that we actually have access to already. But you're talking about having all of the any information she's found, she's sent to the archive terminal, right? So I don't know if that's going to be something locked away behind something that we can't see yet, or whether or not that is one that we can access. Because if that's the one, that might be the one where we find the code. Maybe. But I think we need to find access to hers, right? We got to find access to that, and we need to find access to this. And I don't think we're progressing anywhere until we find one of them. The terminal is powered on. Lift doors prong. Yeah, we got prong 1 and 2 are ones we can't open yet, and there's one echo something was another one we couldn't open yet. That was in there that we couldn't open yet. Yeah, that room there we can't get into yet. There's two. We got 2 terminals with like enabling lift access, right? And but they seem to be. It's as if there's 2 different lifts, which I'm sure they're not. So that's the security level 1, all right? So we can get in that one. This is just another way to get to the beginning, right? Turn the we should turn the lift one off for now because we can't get in it yet, right? Right, down to 2. I wish the doors stayed open once you open them, you know what I mean? Every time you open them, you use, it eats at your things, doesn't it, I think? Whatever it is, it's stall. It is there's a terminal that I saw a code on, and I don't remember. I gotta try and remember which terminal it was. Cause I'm wondering if that code was the one to the locker or something, or the puzzle thing. I don't know which one it was. Because I don't know which one it was, makes it kind of like we gotta run around and click on every fucking terminal again. Oh, we know it's not those 2. We turn that one up, right? Yeah, so things we gotta do. We gotta go in the elevator, which we need level 2 for. We need to find the codes. Where's the room? Where's the server door? I don't think we can get into the server from. We can't get into the server room from here because it's high level, right? But we might be able to. You know, that might be. I think the door we've seen on this level might be an exit. I'm kind of wondering if the servers are downstairs, is down the lift, and the door we got for the exit might. The door we got up here for the servers, wherever it is, might be our exit. We gotta find it. That's what we're looking for. It's the door to the servers. We gotta find the fucking. We gotta find the door first before we can even look at that shit. We gotta find out where it is. We need like a. I was saying yesterday that I bet you when we come into that, you're gonna totally forget where everything is, and yep. So I'm running around again looking for every door that you might. That was a server door. I don't remember what the fuck it is. Door to the server. Is that it? Ah, there it is. That's the server door, right? And this is that's not even powered. Or just powered. power there, but we can't. We haven't seen a machine that had a button that said servers, right? But there is power to the light server. You can't activate this door because it's not turned on. So I'm going to try to find a way to turn that on. We can't get in. This is like level 2. He's got the servers first. Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to get to the server. It's behind a locked door that we can't activate because we don't. I haven't found a button that turns the server power on. We don't even know what level the door on the servers is because it's powered down. And none of these things we've seen actually have one that says servers that we've seen. So we're trying to look for all of them to try to find which one might say servers. You'd think it'd be one that was near the server door, which it wasn't, so... There's no one here. Nope. There's the elevator. Oh, that's it, back to the start. Wrong one, which needs level 2. Yeah, the one in here didn't have, I'm sure the one in here didn't have server. Nope. That's the door we can't open because it's also level 2. I mean, all the other ones, basically what's written on the machine is what's written above the door on the little thing, right? Which is why, like, that one says Imaging O2. So in the machine in there was one that said Imaging O2, and when you enable that, this door opens. So I'm kind of expecting it to say server because that's what the door says, right? There's the door. Is it it? That's the door. It says servers, right? So there was one around. There's one just around here somewhere, wasn't there? Where's the one that was closest? I gotta find it again. There was one that was near to this, but already lost it. Already lost it. A fucking map is what I need. Right. I don't want to say there's a door. Commons O2 and Commons O1, which are both they're both, we've got doors with that labeled on. Let's turn it on anyway. Right. We'll turn that one anyway. But yeah, there is a door that says Commons O2 above it. Halo. Lift servers. Okay. Well, we know what that is. Yeah, when you turn the lift servers on, the actual lifts activate. Right, there's a lift that you can actually activate. You can go to the door and try to turn it on when you get near it, right? But it says it's level 2, so... Like with this one, it's lift. This one says lift. Lift entrance. I think there's 2 that said lift. There's one that says lift entrance, and there's one that says... I don't know, did they both say lift entrance? I don't remember. Alright, we'll try that one. See that one there? When you activate that one, this lift round here is now not around there. The lift that way is now activated, right? That door is now activated, but it's level 2. I believe that one. tower's almost full, so these doors are... Alright, Common Zone 2 is the only one we left on, right? So that's our... That's our shortcut door. Oh, where the fuck are we going? Where's the room with servers again? I don't fucking know. It's such a fucking maze, isn't it? It's such a maze. There's the door with servers, right? So that hasn't turned on. It's still off. So it's not that. It's not that one that said that one activated that lift next to it, and that's the only thing that activates. So this one says lift server. Okay, that's the one. So we've got to go back and turn the other one off, then come and turn this one off. Because it still says lift, but that says lift to the server. So maybe behind that server door is a lift that goes to the servers. So we've got to go turn the other one off, then turn that one on. I kind of thought they said the same thing, but they don't. I thought they don't. I just saw the word lift and figured it was the same, but it's not. Right. So where's reception? To turn, no, it's not that way. To turn the fucking lift off. We gotta find that door now. That way. So we turn the one off in here and turn that one on. Because of course you can only have one of these at once because they take fucking so much power. Alright. Now we gotta find that door again. And that thing again. It wasn't that one. No, it wasn't that one. That's the door. That's the door. Here. This is here. There it is. That's the one, I think. Yeah. Alright, so that's server door should now open. Yay! Progress. We just gotta find it again. Okay, no, where is it? There. Alright. Uh-huh. What's the button? What's the button? Down. There it is. We made it! I'll be kind of happy when we get out of this area, because this is way too mazy. Right, so basically we got to bring the servers online in this area. Please connect your cat device to continue. I hear footsteps. No module select. I can't restart application when the does that actually let's just check. Does we need to write those down? Does that actually specifically mean we gotta look for items with those things? Because it might do, right? So is it J2, J4, E1? So when we go to the servers, we need to yeah. I need to make a note, right? I'm sure these are probably random, depending on random for each person, like they've done with all the rest of the shit. So I'll go in there. Okay. Should we look at something in here then? Oh yeah, here. Okay, so we want E1. We got J2, J4, which is that one. Wait, what are we doing with this? You just unplugging them? Let's unplug them for now so we know which ones they are. H4, E1. So the ones unplugged are the ones that are 40, right? If you're on diagnostics now, it should say that they're missing, right? I would imagine. Let's say, just say missing or something. Or maybe there's like a failover, so it'll run without them. Maybe. Ed. Alright. So, no errors found, but those things were not plugged in. So reboot the server. And I guess we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Boot successful. Drive check complete. I feel like something's gonna happen soon. Continue the next step. Stand in the highlighted area and access security monitor above. Oh, okay. I mean, what the fuck? You can't, where's the fucking... It's hard to fucking see in it. Error, try again. Okay. That sounded like the creature. Okay, so we've been running around this place. There's supposed to be a creature here, but we haven't seen it. And that's probably because it's been dormant until we just did something. Come out! Server says, lift says no. Lift says no. Well, that sucks. Alright, so now it's actually turning into like proper alien isolation, but this thing is here now. It's going to be fucking stalking us, right? Okay. A lot of doors are automatically closing. That sucks. Alright, we gotta figure out where the hiding spaces are gonna be. That's a dead end. Where we are at the moment is a dead end, so it's there. Something is actually coming, but we can't go anywhere. We're in a fucking dead end. I'll hide here. I don't think that's gonna work, is it? I mean, every chapter so far the game's done this. It's like when you kind of hit something that's your objective, all the doors but one lock, right? Every door but one locks, and you got to try to find that one door. The worst thing here is you can't see it unless you're looking through this. Oh, this is a dead end. Almost right. Yeah, so basically reset all the power, didn't it? So we gotta repower everything up. I think it's to the left around there. I want to see it coming. I think the door around the corner to the right is the common zone one. It might be the other one. Let's turn them both on just to be safe. Pretty sure it's behind us. I think that door down there, I think, is commons 1 or 2. No. Not that one. That one. No. It's coming! Now you gotta remember where the fuck everything is. Alright, let's come back over here where the save button is. Alright. 7 online, I should now be able to find something useful on the terminal. Now, where is the terminal, though? Is this the archive terminal? We've got to turn it back on, haven't we? Now, I would hope that seeing as this area here, if we hear it coming in here, we just got to dive in there, right? How long is building? Emergency echography. I've just cut out. Now we know where echography room is. Oh, let's just say this requires level 3 access. We don't have that. We got level 1. This is Callie. I'm leaving this message for any remaining members of the prison inside the station. We're trapped in the ward. Surface airlock requires security level 2, but Mason is the only one that has access to it, and he's locked himself inside the vestibule. He's encrypted the side room, restroom side, entrance of a strange keypad system protected by hidden code. 5615. Okay, so that's That's probably the code, her code to the locker. Because Callie's locker, right? So 5615. So if we... Yeah. Her locker is next. And we got to try to figure out some nice hidey spots. So when we hear it getting close, and we need to have places we can run, right? Yeah. Right, so 5615. If you're reading this, decipher Mason's code and retrieve the ID. Is there any chance? All right. No vid. Site footage. Over half the video is just messages saying we can't recover most of the footage. After 4 hours, we only managed 40 seconds of footage restored. I mean, that wasn't much use, was it? Did you shit? Alright, so basically, we need to find that locker again and use 5615 is the code in it. And in that locker, there should be clues or information on how to find the other code, I hope. I'm kind of hoping this area is safe from that thing that's in there, right? We gotta remember where the fucking locker is, so... Yeah, because here, in this area, we're not hearing footsteps. But we have said it, we gotta open at least maybe the systems door. This is the systems door, I think we can open that one. So there's at least 2 ways out, in or out of this room, right? Because you know what, we need, in case you need to run for it, Now, I don't remember where it is. Let's not go that door. We could just climb in there and hide in the office. Sounds like it's behind us. It's over that way. That's the bathroom, right? There's the locker right there. Screenshot. Left to right. Okay, that's some sort of cipher, right? It looks like the tree. That's the code thing behind us. I don't know what that is. That's it. I'm guessing this is a cipher to show us the code, right? I said remember left to right, so the left column is the first thing. So you gotta find. How do you know when it said left to right? So if I guess each pitch is probably going to correspond to one of the codes. So maybe it's that one, maybe that one. So that one would be the first one if that's the case. That looks like the tree. What we're gonna do is go to the tree and try to scan it with our like infrared thing or our like our black thing. You said turn it around. I mean look at the back. Oh yeah, okay. So the back. So they correspond to numbers. So left to right that way, which means that if the first one is an upside down triangle, that's going to be a 7, right? And if the last one is a normal triangle, like at the bottom, that will be 9. Okay. So we took a screenshot of each side. It's just a matter of knowing which order these numbers are going to be. So if that's the case, this is the second one. This one is just here. So we can look at this one first because it's just here. The other ones, we know where the tree is. The other two, we got to find them, right? There, it's right. It's just here. So it should be just to the right of this on the wall. Screenshot. Right, that's that one. That's the second one. The thing is with this is you got to keep switching between these two modes so you can see the fucking thing, right? Oh, where's the locker? Is there? So let's just look at that one for a second. So that was that image there, which technically would make me think it's the second number, and that was. Would it be the bottom one or would it be the second from the top? Now, where's my picture? Screenshots for the win, right? Probably not a good idea standing here like this because, yeah, he's romping around. Yeah, so it's that's the thing we got, right? So I don't see that on. Oh, it's on the right. So there is right on the right hand side, the second one down. So that would say to me that that's the last digit then. So the last digit is going to be a 3, right? So it's So yeah. So basically, the symbol itself is telling us which spot it's in because none of them repeated it. So that one is going to be a 3. So we got to go find a tree. I don't know where the fuck that is. I don't know where the fuck that is, but we know where the tree is. Right? We know where the tree is. Can we get to it without getting munched? Did you try to open a couple more doors? And we can't put the power too high because we know once we get all this done and get in that room, we're probably going to end up having to go to activate the lifts. Probably it's probably the last thing we're going to do to get the fuck out of here. How should it? Is it back near the thing? Yeah. Okay. So this is the tree. This was enough one of the images, right? Right, it's like a wire, right? And let's come and chill over here, right? Oh, chill over here. Where's my screenshots? Fuck keep running back to that thing, right? Try running back to that terminal to look at the pictures. So where's the pictures? So that was like a... That was like a... That was this one, wasn't it? This like a Y. It was that one there, right? So second from the bottom, second from the right, which means it would be... Let's see if it... So it would be that one, right? The second from the bottom, second from the right. So if you flip it over, that would be... Yeah, so that would be 6, I think. And that's going to be the third digit is a 6. So we got 2. Right, so now we got to find this or this. That looks like, is that like a tape recorder there? That looks like a busted screen that's on. That looks like a tape deck or something, or like one of the things you're playing messages from. But that just looks like some pipes. Does some pipes help us? So we basically just gotta wander around in the area until we figure the fucking things out, right? Yeah. I don't know where to start. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I wonder if this one here might be in the... That might be the reception room. Because it looks like a desk. That might be the reception room. I think. Because just outside this window, there was a computer on the wall, which maybe where the red light is. So that might be the reception. Right. I think. Let's go. So we go to reception. The door's closed. If we just go up there and we just sneak into the... We'll sneak into the vent rather than turning it on. Because I don't think he can get in the vent, right? Should we match that power? 2 should... Is that good enough? Fuck it. We got loads of batteries. We might as well keep full, right? I got a feeling we can't shoot this to kill it. You know what I mean? I haven't even seen it properly. We just saw a spirit. Yeah, this is one's in here. I think. So we could open the door. Fuck it, let's put a power in the door. And just make it easier for ourselves. Because when we come here later, we gotta make sure that we leave 6 free later, because we need to get the lift entrance. Right. Once we get this and leave, we can turn that off, because we probably won't need to come back in here. So that picture, it looks like it was this way looking that way. I don't know this one. That one's a circle with a dot in it. On a tab and look at my little code sheet, but I don't know where it's going to be safe to stand still. Oh. We'll go by the tree. I think it's safe by the tree. We'll hang over here. We know we're safe here, right? Quick! Right, so. Where's our... So it's a circle with a dot. That's our thing. So that's the 3 we got so far. Circle with a dot is the first letter, and it is second from the bottom. So that one would be a 1. So 1-something-6-3. Now, technically, we could just guess the last one without actually finding it, I suppose. Right? We could just guess it. Because if you look at the sheet, it's only 1 of 5. So we've got 5 in one chance. So we know it's going to be 9, 3, 0, 6, or 8. Right? We could guess it. If we can't figure out, I mean, if we, was it that one? That's the one, right? But technically, it's only 5 numbers. So our chances of, we've only got 5 attempts, and we will get it right. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I should access. So I might just head to there, and just say fuck that, and yeah. That'll probably be easy. We'll try to have a little look around and see if we can spot it, but it's not very distinct, is it? I mean, there's an elevator there that looks like a door. So that's a door, and it's just to the right of the door. There's a place where looks like some cables or pipes. It looked like a hose pipe hanging on a wall or something, right? Is what that looks like. So we'll have a little look. If we can't find it, we'll just go and guess, because there's only 5 numbers, right? We can guess that. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's just a matter of having the right just being in the right place, right? But it's to the right of an elevator.
New subscriber.
Thank you, Seaforth. 89 months. Oh, I did not do that. Didn't work. The button didn't work. Hey, there it is. Yeah, 89 months. Think about that. Right, so let's find our way back there. I mean, he's been very quiet, hasn't he? So listen for footsteps. That's the place where the code is. And like I said, we could have just guessed the second one, because we've got 5 attempts to get it wrong. Choo choo. Yeah, you managed it. I'm sure your Prime, you found somewhere very nice to use your Prime in the last month. While you had your thing going, your gift. But I'm not sure if he's just sitting somewhere and we walk past him, is he just going to start sprinting? I can't hear any fucking footsteps. It's the church again. Pipes. This could be it. There's a door. I think this is it. Aha. Yeah. Okay. Screenshot. Let's go back to the room where in the bathroom area. Oh, we took the wrong. This isn't the way we came out. We're going back a different way. Ah, that's the thing. It's up there, isn't it? He's probably waiting right by the fence. hide in a dark corner. Right, so basically, where's our... So it's the top one. So that's a 9. All right. So 1963 should be our code. Maybe not. Maybe not. Right, where's our images again? Yeah, I kind of figured that the this one is showing you the orders for left to right. So this is the first number, that's the second one, that's the third, that's the fourth, right? Which means the first one was the dot, which is that one, right? First one's the dot, which is second from the bottom, which would be a 1. Second one was the one at the top, which would be a 9. The third one was the Y, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, I like the Y, right? Actually, second from the bottom. Which we had as a 6. There's probably that would be a 5, wouldn't it? Not a 6. Yeah. Nah, the third from the left there. When you turn it around, it'd be third from the right, wouldn't it? That's a 5. Yes, that's a 5. That's what we wrote on that. So that's a 5, not a 6. And then the last one, just while we're here, wanted to check. That was the second one from the top, which would be the one on the left, which is a 3. 1950, 11953. Yeah, we just found the code. We've actually got a monster stalking us now, Bucket. So I was running around yesterday. It looked like there was no, this alien wasn't aggressive. Now it's aggressive. Just now it's aggressive. Hello, Red Dog. Yeah, I was not paying attention to much. Red Dog found a YouTube stream. You know what, Red Dog? On YouTube, your name is green, not red. So what's going on? You got a red name on YouTube. I got 2 windows. One is directly above the other one, right? I don't know. I don't know if you can change the colors on. I don't know how it works on there, whether it's random or... Before we push any buttons, let's look around a little bit, right? What the hell is that? This looks like it's a room that we can save in, but we gotta activate it first or something. I'm not sure if this creature's gonna get to this bit. There's a button there to start. Oh, we got a code. I've got a tape.
This is Dr. Weber, clinical psychologist. Today is the 19th of February, 1979. 1846 LTC.
You gray on your screen?
I've been compelled to implement a 3-stage process to help mitigate this delirium. The first stage is the re-entry chamber, a mandatory step for any personnel returning directly from the canal, though regrettably not all exhibit the requisite discipline. The second stage, which I regard as the most critical, is the anchor. I've repurposed a hall within the Commons to repeatedly present footage of a hollyhock in bloom. Repeatedly watching it grow seems to have a noticeable calming effect. A basic yet apparently necessary comfort.
Okay.
The final step, designated the alignment procedure, is situated within the vestibule. This procedure is reserved for those in advanced states of psychological decline, producing a perceived mental and somatic reset. I shall continue to monitor the effectiveness of each stage. At present, however, these steps seem to be helping to a degree.
Right, so we got to find Mason's ID number. Now, whose badge have we got here? This is the security person's badge, isn't it? 6451. We can push a button on here and see what this does. Begin optical testing room 1. Is that over here? Order report. Optical room. Auditory room. Ah. I wish it wasn't so fucking blurry. Make it easier, wouldn't it? So what's the fucking point here? I mean, obviously we've been to the opticians where you have to stare at a fucking dot of it and shit happens. But what is our objective here? We just gotta watch, or we gotta click on shit? Oh, how many shapes? I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention. How many shapes of the shapes exhibit and counterclockwise rotation? Now the good thing is here is if we really wanted to, I could easily just look 20 seconds back in the VOD. Oh shit! If I would have, oh my god! If I would have been having the thing, I'm not watching. I don't have my stream up. If I had the stream up, you could actually push the fucking rewind option to rewind live streams and just go back a little bit, right? Because you can do that now. And then just oh yeah, we're answering a question. We're just choosing. We're just how many went counterclockwise? Okay. VOD. Looking at the VOD. So I haven't actually got to yeah. Come on. How many went counterclockwise? Go on. The Savant is the playing at 2 times speed. Free. I think. I think it was free. Which item did you see? Well, it looked like a ball, didn't it? And I'm ready for the order to return. Alright. I mean, didn't tell us you're fucking wrong. Just as I did, I figured. Now I realised I was going to do a few more. I was pushing. I got a record button on a Stream Deck, which would have recorded an MP4 file. I've recorded the second one, which I think we knew what it was, right? All right, time to pay attention. Okay, so I was trying to remember what the sounds were from each direction, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's not asking us. It's just asking what we're doing the left one. I do gotta wonder, does the monster come in here? So I was gonna drain the thing. I might drain this, which means we can go down there. Maybe that's where we gotta find his ID. Over here somewhere. Aha. 5134. Why don't you keep it? If this thing was full of, had a lot of water in it, wouldn't that thing have washed away? The creature. I don't know if it's because it can't come in here or. You're looking, but you can't find a set for name called. I don't think I don't know of it. I don't actually know. Remember ever seeing one, but again, I've never used YouTube much for watching live streams. Use invitation module. Okay, so we use our module here. We can upgrade to level 2. All right, we link our thing. The tapes, the others can't see or hear it, but I can feel it. The message is clear. We must be cleansed before we enter the canal. There are too many contaminants. Track of this area has to remain isolated and clean. It must. I can't keep restarting the process. I won't be fully cleansed in time. I think someone else is in here. Maybe while I was sleeping. Did I let them in? I can't remember. I need to protect this space. Some sort of fail-safe code. only my waking self to understand. They're leaving, entering the canal. How can I join them if I'm not clean? Or mob off. Are you okay, James? I'm concerned about James. He started to spend a lot of time in the vestibule recently, and now he locked himself in there. He isn't responding to anybody, and Paulie can't override the code. We used to play puzzles together in our downtime, and we were on a mission training. I'll see if I can take a few guesses. I'll meet you at your terminal, right? Hello, for all your safety, the base is on lockdown, and travel to the moon surface is not permitted. Oh. You generally, yeah, cannot change your name, color. Standard YouTube blackjack. That's unfortunate. Alright, so we gotta point our thing at it, right? Connect our thing to it. So now we can do level 2. And we're about a half an hour from our last save, so hopefully we can get to a place to save before we get eaten by a monster. Because that would be really nice. So first things first is we've got to get the fuck out of here. And we've got to get back to the start where the screen is. This level has only got one place you can save, right? And we've got to get back to it before we do anything else. Because death normally would mean you go back to where you last saved, right? Which is not recent, I think. We've seen a little bit here. Look, we can. It's here somewhere. We can. We didn't see it yesterday because it wasn't here. It's now stalking us. So if we find it now, we can look at it and see it. Sounds like he's fucking sleeping. We did see a figure in. I did see a figure in the thing before I ran away. So we have spotted it, kind of. So the thing at the start did say something about the echostasis, which is one of the rooms that needed level 2. That we can potentially now open, right? I want to save the game first, just to be safe. Then we got to remember where that place is. I think it's not that way. Alright, so Annex, we got interface module has been upgraded. I can now leave the ward for the moon surface and access the annex. Something significant happened in the canal. I can't proceed without upgrading my interface module to level 3. Yeah, because this thing in here, when you looked at this, oh, I can't do it again. When we connected to this the first time, it did its diagnostics, which we can't look at now unless you reboot it, I suppose. It said something about the echography chamber or something, which we do know where that is, and that is level 2. So I can do that door now. I think there's a couple of doors that said prong we can open now too, and the elevator we can also open. So. Everything's lit up there now, so technically we could go in here, activate the elevator, which is there, and go in there. Or this one's prong 1. We could open that door too. You see what's in prong 1 first? Elevator's down there, I think, right? Is that the elevator down there? I think that's the elevator door. You can hear footsteps now, right? So. Whatever it is, it's directly behind us. And we're sitting in the light, right? Yeah, I mean, the objective said to go to the surface first, didn't it? So. I think we left the monster downstairs, right?
This is William Davis, founder of Prism Institute. I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to each and every member of Prism. For your tireless work, your dedication, and your remarkable foresight. I suspect those back home are utterly unprepared for what we shall find. Once the ward is operational,
Twitch has got a lot more gamma.
real
Okay.
work begins, and I look forward to it with great anticipation.
I think YouTube does support 1440, but of course you got to be streaming at 1440. I'm streaming at 1080 because that's all I have, right? But the thing is, I was kind of curious at Red Dog because I know that I mean both the streams have got the same source. Obviously, what Restream does, I stream to Restream and they send it out to both platforms. So technically, they both should be the same. But if you're saying that there is an obvious difference to the visuals, that's kind of nuts. Since they're both the same, they're both the same source. That's obviously the way they re-encode the video, I guess, right? You gotta connect that thing to it. Is that what we're gonna do? It provides security credentials with the interface module. Oh, good luck. There. I said, what's a fucking floppy disk? Oh, we gotta look at this. That's what we're gonna do. Right? No? That's what I had to do with the other ones. Is look at the thing with this gadget, which is on, and that gives us clearance, right? It says below, it wants a floppy disk. It's a fucking floppy drive. What? You put your badge in it. We can't put a badge in it because we can't hold the badge, right? You know what I mean? Oh. So now we're going to the surface, right? Hi, Mom. There's Mom over there. Wave. Now, I've been on the moon, and it does look like this. Just saying. I've been on the moon. Yeah. It looks just like this. Very accurate. So these poles, I guess, is our directional direction. You can see in the distance there's like a pole up there. Is that where your lizard people home base is? Maybe. Oh, Zuck made me promise not to say anything. We had to sign an NDA with Zuck Bucket before we could get involved in any lizard business. This is obviously where we're going. YouTube is better quality. Black is black on YouTube, and black is grey on Twitch. Okay, says Red Dog. Okay, so I've honestly, I mean, I've looked at them both, Red Dog, but I've not looked at them next to each other to compare. Right. And with I suppose it's also, I think, would depend on the game as well, because this game is very dark, so the blacks definitely stand out, if you know what I mean. I hope C4 that they getting that finished. I know they've been kind of like having to find a new publisher, right? So I'm hoping that they I don't know if they ever did. I've not kind of lost track of it, but I know they changed the previous publisher wasn't going to go into the third game with them, and have been trying to find one. So I would really like it if they get that finished, to finish their trilogy, because the first two games are really cool. They weren't the most complicated, but they were really well done, like story-wise and stuff. RTX VSR, I don't even know what that is. Red Dog. I couldn't even tell you what that is. I mean, it could be, you know, it could be part of the like HDR stuff, because your monitor does support like HDR. I don't know if, I'm not sure if Twitch fully, I don't know if the Twitch encode fully, I think YouTube's probably more in a place to be able to support like proper HDR. I know I can't. I don't have a monitor able to do HDR. I mean, probably most people don't. And again, most PC games, you know, don't. Like you said, until this year, most PC games haven't had any support for HDR. I think they're starting to a little bit now, because a lot of more modern monitors now do have HDR support. So if you buy like a mid-range or above like monitor within the last year or so, or year or two, you might actually have probably likely to have HDR support. My monitor's old. C4 does. So we did the annex one, so which is to get to here. We need to find a module here to get to level 3. It's raining in the moon. So first things you think of is the monster here? The main wing, and that is main control lab. Should I have gone in that door? I wonder. No, not yet. I don't know if I mean, I don't. The fact we're seeing this thing here with the yeah, we are going to see the monster here, aren't we? He's definitely going to be here. I mean, just look at this bit of paper, the blur on it, right? So if you hold it perfectly straight, you read the middle bits, but you can't read the top and the bottom. This game's got. I just actually noticed this game's got like a forced fisheye lens a little bit, isn't it? You can see by the. I guess that's because of the helmet. They're trying to make it look more like the helmet. Oh, fucking! I'm not a fan of fisheye. The founder's office. All right. Founder's office, lab 1, which we can open, I think. Maybe.
We came so far. Further than anyone would have expected. This place is proof of our will, our perseverance, our vision. Soon the canal will speak.
The canal will speak. Kenneth. I can automate sensor and decontamination is malfunctioning. It can identify containments, but it can't communicate the chemical formula necessary to sanitize until it can be fixed. We can work around it manually by entering the chemical formula. I'll put up a sign to inform the rest of the crew. Well, I woke up in the past again. Missing chunks of time. I feel like I need to be somewhere. It's like waking up from a dream I can't remember, and the voice, my voice, together. Okay. I guess this is the way. It's not powered, so we can't go in these doors, they're not powered. Alright, so we go. Hey, okay, so we've got a new objective, right? So, seems to be EO9 contamination. I need to find a chemical laboratory and compile a disinfectant. A chemical lab. I was in there, but we you can't go in there until you get decontaminated. And in here, you've got the lab 1. Maybe you've actually got to do something in here. That's a thing there, look. This thing's supposed to be really tall. Does that mean it can actually... Do you think that means it can climb through vents? Right, stairs going up over there. So we need to... Overflow is at 100% capacity. System is at 100% capacity. You probably got to drain... I thought there's a ladder going up. It's not one we can use. I got another save thing here, which of course we will push the button, right? Because, you know. listen for footsteps. That is our way out. We got to get over there and under that door if we get chased. Oh, I guess. Refill. Okay, what's coming there? So Maria's told us. Do we need Maria's code? Alright. Who the fuck is Maria? I kind of feel a jump scare is on its way, right? Look through here, jump scare. Looks like there's a thing on a table, like a tape recorder you can play. RTX VSR video super resolution. Okay. That's not bad. I know with I mean with YouTube I've been trying to. I mean yesterday, if you was here yesterday, you would have had a much longer latency. Because yesterday it couldn't switch it to ultra low, but ultra low is a few seconds, which is more like what Twitch is. Normal latency on YouTube is a lot higher. Maybe we can use our probably not. But we're supposed to be the security officer, right? No. I'm supposed to be the security chief. So why can't our fucking code access everything? Right, it needs a code for that one, and it needs a code for the other one. I don't think we got stuff written on the wall somewhere in like ink that we need to use our blackout marker for. Yeah, it must be having a good day, Red Dog. Right, so somewhere, this is the only room we can go in, right? So somewhere in this room, well, we gotta find a thingy. Maybe that door will open if we can jolt it. Everything's kind of powered down. And that's it. It's just this one room. That's not what we're supposed to see in here. Maybe there's something on the wall somewhere with a black light. Probably not, but you never know, do you? The fuck? The fuck was that? Ah, fuck off. You taking the piss? The fuck was that thing? Now that was not the monster. That was some weird demented human, right? But there was a past there. Was that a figment of our imagination, or is he really in there? I don't know. If he is in there, can we fucking shoot him? 0669. The thing that's weird here is it's just one room, so where the fuck did he go? Where the fuck did he come from? I mean, where the fuck did he come from? Maybe there's a hole in the ceiling somewhere. I discovered something in the arbor. It's a large animal that doesn't not appear to be alive. I think this is what some of the others saw. You must go see. And we need to get it to main control lab. I went back to the arbor to save as much of the fluids from the dissection as possible, but I had to let most of it soak into the soil. I wish circumstances were more jovial, but I'm grateful to be able to share the moment with you, Miriam. Okay. This is a marvel. Life on the moon. There's a potential illness going around until we know more. STIP is in effect. Report any signs of any symptoms. Isolate the ill. Wipe down surfaces. Visit the lab for cultures to be taken. One of the doctors will always be at the main control lab. Okay. There's an infection. Running dot bat. Alright, so that opens some doors. Open that one over there, look. No, not that one, just that one, right? Open that door. And before we go in there, we're going to go in here and click on the thing and save again. Just gonna. Actually, no. Click on that. Oh, hit save. Every time you click on something, save. Yeah, I think it's something to do with whatever the I don't know, this alien here when it was killing stuff. You see some of the bodies, you got this like looks like plants or like roots or something growing out of them, and that's probably what's it's probably coming from the contamination. Must be coming from whatever that creature is, I guess. Systems accessible, however, I need someone's ID to open the gate. So, in the place we just opened, we're going to find another ID, I guess, to go in there. But, give me a sec. I want to go to the bathroom. So, give me a second. We'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Right. So yeah, I don't know what that was. Obviously, some maybe he's one of the people that worked here that's got kind of like infected, I suppose. A typical jump scare moment, right? Yeah. So basically, the door on the right, out the front there, is what we got to It's probably where we're going to be going to try to get our disinfectant sorted. And once we've done that, we can go in there, right? Yeah. Out here, left. And in there is where we got to get our, thing sorted. Yeah, they did say something about like an ancient being or something that they found on the moon. So it's obviously something that's lived here for a long time, or that's been here for a long time. Lab 2. Solace. Okay. So if that's supposed to be, I don't know if he was really tall. I don't know if that's supposed to be the same creature. If it is, he's no longer invisible, right? You see him running at you, and you just think, oh, we'll just let him fucking get to us because we're just gonna see what he looks like, and he just looks weird. Yeah. It does have some really weird, like sci-fi sort of tones, probably like low frequency shit like that, right? I can see it doing that bucket for sure. I'm not sure if can we actually fucking splat this thing? Like, can we shoot it? Will it actually? Can we actually shoot it with our gun? Do anything? Where's that? Is that back to the start? No, yeah, this is back to the beginning, right? That door is a shortcut back to the start. Yeah, because that's where we come in. Alright, okay. Right. We pushed a button, so we opened the door, so let's save it again. Well, you get a game like this, the first thing you do when you see a monster is wait for it to get to you and just see what it looks like, right? Unlike the robots, which are really, really slow, this thing, not so much. And he's just out there. We don't know where we can fucking go. The only door that's open is the one where he's standing. And we'll try and shoot him. I don't know if we can or not. I know it's not. We haven't got a gun that does like damage, right? It just does an electric shock. We gotta get past him though. Right, we got a couple more patterns in there. Let's see where this goes. Oh, we went in there, didn't we? Where did that come out? Where's the door that we just opened? I'm trying to find a door we just opened. Maybe it's this one. That way, wasn't it? That's what we just opened. That's closed. This is where we just come from. You gotta try and memorize the spots you could potentially think. Yeah, we turned this on, didn't we? Right? We turned on doors in the main wing. Where's the main wing? Quick, get it! 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 Okay, now. He couldn't get in there, luckily. We still don't know where the fuck we're going, so... Alright, we're coming to a room with a closed door, so we're safe here a little bit. We can actually look around. So this looks like it. This is probably the lab. Was in a door that was locked that said Laboratory 1. This is probably inside the lab, I suppose. This is what we got on stabilizer, right? So this is what we got to make. Citric acid can boost chlorhexidine strength. Sodium bicarbonate could disrupt peroxide. It's good at cleaning up stray metals. That would weaken phenol. It can weaken when a lot of alcohols, such as ethanol, stabilizes metals. Right, so basically we've got to. This is where we're going to make our thingy, right? Chemical pH levels. Oh, we got a fucking thing. Push the save button again. We've moved 2 rooms. Let's push save. He's the other side of the door, but I don't think you can get in here. Potential actives. Yeah, so basically we need to get an active or a base, 2 actives and a stabilizer, right? So this thing is showing the actives. You know, some got positives and negatives. They affect the other elements, right? So you got to get the right combination. That's the stabilizer. That one's the base. All right, so. Yes, if you use copper, if you use water as a base, you can't use copper or hydrogen peroxide, right? As your active. This is just going to be fucking all trial and error, isn't it? Or maybe not. But base, like fuck. It's all fucking ripped out. So the only clue you got is this one. So what is that? Is that just a CO2? Is that supposed to be CO2, you reckon? CO2 plus something? Can we look at see more with this? No. Yeah, so basically we can see copper ions right? So copper ion, Cu2+, copper ions, that is one of the actives. Right, active 1, Cu2+. So we know that from that, you know that the first active is that, right? Is copper ions. So now you just got to find the things that don't negatively affect that, I suppose, right? So you got your base. So you know it's not going to be water because water doesn't work for copper. Ethanol at the bottom doesn't assist copper. So it's one or two in the middle. So it's going to be one or two in the middle, depending on what we use as the other active. So we just do, I don't know, we'll just do the first one first, right? IPA. We know what two it isn't, so at least we know that, right? All right, so the actives, that was the actives, right? So we've got actives, copper is what we've got at the moment, right? So copper ions is unstable if exposed to strong acids or too much chloride. So we can't use chloride or acid. It's best in mildly acidic environments. So we want I mean, potentially silver. We can't really do the parasitic acid. So hydrogen peroxide you can't use with the base we got. The silver ions. So currently we got copper ions, don't we? We got copper. So the silver would work with it, but then we can't use EDTA as the stabilizer, right? So copper and silver. So what is the stabilizers? So we can't use the bottom one because that doesn't like the silver. I can't use EDTA with the one that we've got. All right, let's do some tests. We'll try, right. Try it on, and we hit the test button. %50 effective, right? So all that we know for sure is we know one of the four, right? And the others we're guessing from that. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of options, right? So there's a couple of options we can do here. We chose silver first because it says compatible. The parasitic acid destroys copper, so we can't do that one. The phenol will reduce the copper strength. I mean, the hydrogen peroxide says it will work well with the Cu2 and EDA, but the thing with that is it says hydrogen peroxide works well with Cu2+, which is the copper ions, and EDTA. But on this one, come over here and look at over this one. Currently, we currently got a second one activated, which more vulnerable to copper and peroxide. We got a middle one set up now, right? Helps dissolve membranes. All right, let's try hydrogen peroxide. That's the second one. And EDTA as the stabilizer. All right, EDTA, what does it say? stabilizes metals and protects H2O2. Right. Oh. It's kind of there's a couple of different things you could do, right? 100% effective. Okay. Main lab is accessible, so what does that mean? How do we get out? How do we get it? Complete the solution. How do we get it? I guess you got to go to the main lab to get it. We can't go that way. Oh, you know, maybe we haven't got to pick it up, I suppose. It's automatically going to put it into the system, I suppose. So when it says main lab's accessible, it means that we can go through the contamination. That's what it means, right? So... Uh-oh. Took 3 attempts. Alright, so flooding. System accessible, yeah. We still need to find an ID to open the gate for that area. Alright. Formula assigned to decontamination chamber, which is the place right at the beginning. So we can go through that now. Thank God for flashlight mod. Where is he? He looks like the BFG, doesn't he? But just not quite as... not quite as big and friendly. He does, it looks like the BFG. It does, look at it, just the way he walks and stuff. We've got to go that way. I mean, he's got a delightful arse crack I'd like to get closer to, but I don't think we can sneak up on him. Now, I don't know what way we're going. If we find that door that we just opened, that was a shortcut to get back out to the beginning, wasn't it? I think he's walking in a circle, so we go this way, the way he went. This is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, you don't want to be caught in a dead end. Hang on, is this door wasn't open before, was it? When I'm experiencing does not fill me with confidence. Oh, some of the doors open because we turned a terminal on. There was a terminal we turned on the switch we turned on. It opened some of the main door. It said the main lab doors. That's probably this is probably one of them. There we go. We're getting closer. This is the main area, isn't it, I think? Yeah. Oh, there's a contamination room. So if we save it here, and we only saved it like 10 seconds ago, but if we save it here, right next to the contamination room, which is where we're heading. And we should get cleansed now. I know, I can clean it. I put the stuff in. Have a shower. Stand underneath it. Right, go to the main lab. Unidentified remains, unknown animal, large animal, deceased, pale flesh, hairless. It's at 2.1 meters tall, 3.4 meters wide, 460 kilos. That's quite heavy. The vertebrate animal looks like a mammalia class with 10 limbs, 120 centimeter neck. Examination shows an apple lodged within the long throat, which could have been the cause of its death. Okay, so this fucking alien stole an apple and died, choked and died on it. So it's his own fucking fault, wasn't it? Digestive system consists of one stomach with 4 compartments. No apple was found in any of the compartments. Ovaries are present, but no evidence of a uterus or cervix. Mammary glands are an internal sex organ suggesting the animal is female, which also suggests potential existence of a male mate, which, okay. Due to the size of the subject, partial autopsy had to occur on site. Transport the rest of the subject to the lab, which is where we are now. There's not much transfer to the lab, is there? Oh, this is the room we looked through the window of. And that was the tape deck that we saw through the window.
Such sorrow in her eyes. Or is it heartache? How lonely she must have been. I'm here now.
I don't see it. I don't see much of a mate here. I mean, yeah, that could well be the male that it was referring to, right? But this thing's supposed to be fucking massive. Where? I mean, there could be a bit of it in there. What did we didn't really, the only thing we found in here was a note, right? That seems like a bit of a waste of time coming through contamination, right? I feel like there should be something else in here, right? But doesn't seem like there is. What's this set now? Yeah, both the doors are left open. We're still trying to find an ID to open the gate. I've located the founder's office, however the door terminal is damaged, so I need to find another way in. So this bit here is yeah, we in the other room back there where it was a 2 monitor said it was 100% like fold assistant. I feel like getting access to this room hasn't really gained anything for us, right? The only thing we figured out is like that this thing's looking for its mate, maybe. There's an ID card, isn't it? Oh, there we go, look. That's what I was looking for. 6460. 640. I'm typing it in chat as well, just so I got my eye on it, right? So now we've got to go to, where was the terminal? I think I know what he's talking about. He's talking about to the where the stuff was, where we were showing the flooded stuff. So that was yeah. We're gonna go find where the through the first area, past the cafeteria, there was a thingy where the water was, right? Alright, so we go. Right. We got the ID card now, right? Yeah, we didn't sit on the floor. I knew there had to be something in there, right? Because it had. I mean, he sounds really fucking close. He is close. Fuck off! Where's that little hole in the floor we could jump into? Quick! Get in! Alright. So you see there, he was stealthed again. So he was stealthed, and when he started running, he became visible. So this is the room that we're supposed to be venting. There's this thing here. We need to empty the system, right? I think that means we probably need to switch back to this, because he is walking around where we in a invisible state that we can't see him. I'm just gotta find a room. We can hide under the table. He's right there. He's wiggling his toes. He's too tall. He can't bed down, right? Hello. I don't know where we need to go. We gotta go the way he went. There's basically a terminal somewhere that we gotta click on, right? To Now we got the access code. We was there earlier. Okay, let's leave our little torch on. We see him, we just got to run down there and dive under a table or something. This is not where we gotta go, I'm sure of it, but we got to get away from him. He's right there. We'll see where it comes out. This is where we went to get in the first time. We opened up a different way out, because I think it's near where the door was that we saw for the lab, the head dude's place that we couldn't open. We might be able to open that now. We've got the extra thingy, right? I'm surprised you can't open this door. You can't. That game could use a map, couldn't it? You know what I mean? It could use a mini-map. I'd say that would be great. I mean, we're never going to get it, but... problem is, he walks faster than us. I'm trying to walk slowly, right? Oh, this is the place that's the founder's office we got to get into. I know we're back at the start again. I don't know where the fuck it is, so I don't know where there's a terminal somewhere to turn that we gotta find. I don't know where the fuck it is. I know where the fuck it is. It seems pretty small. It's probably like a small alleyway, like a small recess you go into, and with a terminal at the end that doesn't look. You don't see the gap from a distance or something, because it's dark. You can very easily miss stuff, right? And miss an opening unless you're looking right at it at the right angle. But the founder's office is directly from the beginning, right? This is the other side of the lab we was in, where we couldn't open the door. It's got to be near the area where the system is, where we had to turn it off, right? I opened up some doors for us. Is it coming? If so, we'll wait by the table. You got a screen? Yeah, I mean, the light only shows when you're really close to something, right? We gotta go. We gotta go out this, out that way, right? So it seems like he knows we're under here, but he just can't do shit about it. I want him to walk that way because we gotta go that way. We've got to go the way that he's coming from, right? Where do you think he went, left or right? That's a dead end. We gotta go that way. Oh, you got somewhere to hide, right? You just gotta run and hide. Should we get back to that table? Yep. Right, so we know where that comes out. That comes. You could easily go the other way and get there. But I don't remember where the room was, where the fucking water, where the water was. I don't remember where it was. I mean, the level design's kind of made specifically to confuse you, right? It seems like it's specifically made to confuse the shit out of you. And we're gonna, if he's still in here, we're gonna dive for the thing we can climb into over there, right? I wanna get in the fucking vent. I can't get in the vent if he's chasing us. Back to the table. He's not gonna come though, is he? I think as soon as you get out of, as soon as you break line of sight, he stops. I want him to go down that way. Motherfucker. He's not going to leave that room. You just got to run in that room, run around the big thing in the middle, and run to the vent. Across from the tables in the dining room. Yeah, that's down there, right? The dining room's down there, where he's hanging out. So, and he's not leaving that room. He's just standing in that room, right? If we see him, we'll just run straight. We'll run around in a circle here, right? Down there to the right is the terminal. Can you get in here? This seems pretty little thin, doesn't it? Right. So I guess we've got to use the code that we wrote down, which is 6460. It does seem like breaking line of sight is enough to make him bugger off, right? Right. I guess we're going down there. That don't seem a good idea, does it? Patience, we don't have any of that. Let's look this way first. Oh, no, it's a dead end. Dead end. Dead end. Dead end. So I guess we probably got to remember the path. That we're probably going to activate something that's going to maybe let water in here or something. We got to get to that ladder and get the fuck out, maybe. Alright, something there. Dead end there. Alright. I guess we gotta do this, then get back to that ladder. You think? Yeah. He's holding your leg. The fuck? Mom? Okay. Is this where we're supposed to use the decals button? Right, so if we go back to the room where we had the other ladder that was flooded, I think now that room's probably cleared out, right? Which is what we just did. I don't hear him. We'll go back in here and save it. And see what it's done to our objective. Right, flooding is completed. We just gotta get back to the confounders. Oh, I think to get to the office, the only place we haven't been now is there's a room where the system was 100% full and we couldn't go down a ladder. That's probably where we gotta go now. Do we remember where that is? It might actually be that room right there. Look, you see the handrails where the water was. I think it's this room right here, right? Yeah. Because now it's not flooded anymore, right? So the vision that we saw of like this mama alien with a baby that looked like a humanish looking baby, do you think that was him up there? Do you think he was the little one grown up and that was his mom getting murdered and we watched his mom get splattered or something? I reckon this is probably going to come out in the founder's office, maybe. Okay, he's got some radios playing. Right, let's save it. Another terminal.
The canal whispers my name, urging me forward. Okay. One final moment. One last glance upon her face before I leave.
Right, so Kenneth Murphy has left the base on duty. Crew is sparse due to loss of life. No one saw Murphy leave and he didn't inform anyone of his plans. Base is now on lockdown. Incident occurred in the canal observation experiment. During setup, Matteo went into a trance and walked into the canal. Henry, the lead physicist, successfully retrieved him via Tevra connection. His in poor condition had an emaciated appearance. He could not speak and seemed confused. Back at the base, his condition worsened. He was put into a medical-induced coma and given intravenous treatment for extreme dehydration. He went into cardiac arrest and died, right? So burial was held outside for him. Alright, so the patient is the physicist, barely conscious, confused, extremely dehydrated. Patient arrived in an emergent situation from the canal location. Could not speak, clearly had issues breathing. His general appearance was alarming, almost as if he was void of moisture, veins constricted, causing difficulties for IV insertion. Vitals were erratic, stabilized. A patient had been into a medical-induced coma and fluids given intravenously. Judith spoke with him briefly. Judith administered sodium thiopental for the MIC. Transcript has been requested. So we need to find the code for this. I don't know if it's going to be the same as the last one we did. Probably not, but we can try it. Maybe it is. A magnificent mammalian specimen, a true being of the moon. She holds so much history in the layers of her mind. The other entity that Henry encountered is still here. I can feel sadness that is not my own. The others think they are hallucinations, they are mistaken, their memories. I slept in the main control lab. When it was just me and her, she spoke to me. I know now. There is no place for us here, not in a conventional sense. The canal is the answer. Just a few of us left. It won't be long until we're all together. It's time to join them. Before I go, I must look upon her one last time. What now? Entity B. Oh, that's the thing we saw in a vision, right? It's kind of weird. It's like an alien, but it's got like human-like hands. Second life form has been discovered. A anatomically distinct from Entity A. Entity B was found by Maria in the arbor and already deceased upon discovery. Preliminary cause of death appears to be asphyxiation, likely resulting from choking on an apple. Hey, level 3. So now we can go. I guess we're going back to the first area now. Alright, we're now level 3. So now we've upgraded to level 3, we gotta get back to the first area. Like, now it's been upgraded. I can return to the ward and access to restricted areas. I need to hurry, yeah. Okay. So we gotta remember our way out. We just gotta get to the main entrance, right? I don't think there's anything left in this area. We gotta get to the main entrance to get out of the station. Avoiding Bubba. Because now that we've done that, Bubba knows that we're coming. Yeah, okay. You can carry on. Right.
Don't give up.
Oh, fuck. He's gonna be waiting for us, isn't he? I'll go this way. I think this way comes out close to the start area. I think. Yeah, this is it. Fuck, it sounds like it's close. I was gonna save. That's not. Oh, get the fuck out. I think he's up here too. We left him down below. Right? Oh, this is an airlock. He's not here. Uh-huh. We did it, mate. On the right module, maybe? It was. Alright, we'll leave him there. Well, I think it's the same creature, isn't it? So when we go to the other building, there's another one of those creatures, but that one's totally invisible. That one in here is sometimes visible, sometimes we could see him, but I think it's the same thing, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not sure if it is, but I think it's the same one. Oh, we can't be 100% sure, right? Have another moonwalk? As you do. Obviously, this creature's native to this mode. He probably can just run around out here at normal speed without having to worry about anything. It just chases down. And we're like crawling like a snail, and this is it. This is top speed. He's gonna pop out and start chasing us, and we're fucked. I mean, this is sprinting. That's walking. We should not. We will just walk, because if something does happen, we gotta move fast. We want to be able to do it right. We need to be able to breathe quicker. We need to be able to runs. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some underground tunnel system that links the two bases that was made by the creatures. Dude who lives here, right? He's keeping tabs on everyone because we murdered his mom or his mate or whatever. His mate and his child. So now we got to go back to the invisible creature. I don't know which one's. I think the invisible one's probably worse because you can't fucking see him. Oh. Well, shit. That's weird. Two attempts. Oh, yeah. Hope you enjoyed your cigarette, Red Dog. Right, we now have a couple of... We can potentially go into all the rooms now. So there's... chapter 6. So we had the... what is it? It was the ecology room was one, and the two prong rooms we can go into. So we get up the elevator, we're going to turn off the, we'll turn this elevator off, right? And turn, so we can get the power back. We'll leave, we could go and have a look at what's in prong 1, because the door's right next to this one. We should maybe go to the save point first. I'm sure it probably would have automatically updated when we got here, though, right? Because we're right at the beginning again. You know, because the chapter starts. It's not going to take us back to the previous chapter, because that would be fucking weird. Right, that's 4. If we got 4 for prong 2, and there was 4 for that echo stasis room, so I'll leave prong 1 and prong 2 on. Prong 1 is there. What? What the fuck are we looking at? Right, we'll save it, then we'll go to the echo stasis room. Yeah, so basically prongs. The status monitor instructs that actions need to be taken at the prong terminals. They're misaligned, but we don't know what were you aligning them to? Alright, let's repeat it again. This fit when it powered up. It says something about the ecology, right? Yeah, so both align both prongs, then proceed to echography in imaging. Alright. so we do prong 1. Right, yeah, you got the percentages in the bottom, so you got down is pushing it, the proximity up. Right, like that's as high as that goes, 92, right? Then it goes down again. Right, that's 100%. I don't know what that's a lie. We can technically turn off prong 1 to get the power back, maybe. So you can take the power out of prong 1, and that'll give us the extra power for other things. Because we've got to put prong 2 on, we've got to put the echography place on. We turned on prong 2, let's see if we can. We turn a prong on, let's just to be sure, right? I think if you get caught and die, you go back to your last save, so we want to make sure that's done right, so. Ideally, we want this door open, because we want imaging 1 open. Because prong 1 and echography are around there. It'll be a shorter path for us if we can turn that on. That's prong 2. Down there, I think that's prong 2. Sound like he's almost here though. Imaging 2. Yeah, he's not invisible anymore. Don't look this way, mate. It's just sitting there. I mean, we can't get out. There's nowhere to go. If he can't get in here, we're fucked. Oh yeah, if he couldn't get in here, we're fucked. He couldn't. He saw you and then he turned around because he couldn't get in here. That's nice. He knows where we are though, right? So we just gotta go there. And wouldn't he be just sitting there watching this place? Because he knows we were just in there. He just pushed a barrel over here. Oh, it's just... Right, the echostasis room. I don't remember where that is. Ideally, we want to turn off prong 2 and then get back to the start to save it. And then we just got to find the echography room. I think it's through either imaging 1 or imaging 2. I don't know which one it is. Well, either... This one turned on imaging 2, which you got to turn on. So close that one. So we still got, we know, I think the echography is going to have, took about, was about 4 or 5, right? Fucker's gone quiet. He's waiting to jump out on us, isn't he? Alright, I'm back here. Alright, let's go to save. Then we just gotta find that other door, right? I think it's through systems somewhere. So it's through. I think that door on right. I think it's through that door and right. So it's over here, but obviously we haven't found the one to reopen this door, so, but it's there. So through here, right, and it's over there somewhere. That's the one. This way it's got the switch to turn on to the echography. I'll turn that one as well because that's the one to make it quicker to go to the middle row. I'd run it like aligned, cool. So we'll check the tape. It's very orange in here. Just to be safe.
Reality diverges from our expectations. Canal. The moon. It requires us. And we require it. Another contraction.
Initiating prongs, ensuring contact. Stable pressure, clarity greater 80%, scanning in progress. Analyzing data. Complete. Output ready. Ready where? Oh, there it is. Immediate intervention required. Proceed to the... Wait. proceed to the ripening and induction terminal. The what? Proceed to the what? The what? Now, I thought this door goes out by the tree, but he sounds like he's the other side of that door, which means it probably isn't. Right? Where's the tree? Alright, we'll go back and check this main terminal over here. Archive terminal, now we've done that. After we do this, of course. I don't know what the ripening terminal is, but we'll go to the main one. Complete the prongs. Sounds like he's in there. Everything is active now, right? I'm gonna reboot this. And see if we can do the start test again and see what it says. Turn it off. And on again. Now didn't give it like time to restart. You should really leave, you know, at least 10 seconds before you power it back on, right? But it sounds like he's close. I've never seen him in this room before, right? So alright, so we've done that. So we've done it. Just go back to the first area, I suppose. It told us to go to a terminal, but didn't tell us where the indication of what a terminal was. This is going back to the first area, right? No, we can't go out of here though, because we can't power this off. Can't power the elevator up. There's another path here somewhere on the right at the end, maybe. There was an exit on each side, right? I don't know, so there's that one. On the left side, I don't... You said behind you, which is here, but there's... Yeah, we did. We aligned the prongs, we went to the topography thing, and it's telling us to go to an induction terminal, which... in the induction terminal. There's nothing here. There's nothing we can do here. I mean, the objectives aren't always very clear on it. All it says is go to the ripening and induction terminal. The induction door is now open. I don't remember seeing a door that said induction. Anyway, it doesn't give you any indication which area it is. If you know what I mean. Alex, so you're saying go back to the other place? You come all the way back here to do the echography thing. Then you go back to the next place. I mean, it's not very clear, is it? I mean, I get it. I mean, to make things a bit vague in a game like this, it adds to the tension. It also adds to the time you're going to take. You know what I mean? The path. But that's what. So the annex is where the lift was. It's through the lift. It's the annex, which is the other building. Leave topography. Turn right, follow the corridor at any end, and turn right, and then left. Now, I remember, I thought the door with the path, we've already seen that door. We've been there before. I'm sure that door was open, or maybe it wasn't. I guess it wasn't really, then, was it? Alright, so. This is echography. What's that? Follow the corridor down to the end. Turn right. That door. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, it's a door opposite that. Okay. We know back there there was an opening. Just make see there's another one. There's another one there. Is it just gonna go in a circle back to the start, maybe, or what? Yeah. All right.
Keep pushing forward.
Inject amniotic brine, yes or yes? Yes. The canal is ready. Well, this place is gonna collapse. Alright, so back to the save point. Alright, shit's all powered down again. Which means the door for our shortcut that's just to the left is going to be gone, right? And the fucking doors are all going to close, aren't they? Oh, no, it's not. Quick, save. Save, quick. It does feel like it's going to collapse on us. Induction doors. Yeah, so it still hasn't updated it, even though we've done that, right? So. And now let's check. There he is. Fucking, the jump scare was waiting. I knew it was coming. There it was. Hello. He's watching TV. Oh, his mom, and he's watching the video of his partner or his mate or mom. I don't know what it fucking is. It looks sad. I'm thinking this means we can't obviously go back there, but he can't get to us, right? You think? Look at that butt. Oh, this thing's fucked. The fucking screen's fucked. No, what the fuck? He's killed our screen. He's killed it. When a video's is he gonna get up and start and get really pissed? No, it's recycling. All right. Now we know he's back there, right? So unless he finds a way to get to us. My gun doesn't work anymore. Oh, I should say the screen doesn't work anymore, right? So you cracked the screen. It works. We can't fucking do this, can we? I don't do shit. Fuck it, motherfucker. Well, I've not fucking used it. I guess when he bashed us, he kind of killed some charges. There we go. Why did the charges disappear when he threw us? And one charge. We can't pick up any more. You want to go down the hole in the middle?
You've come so far. One final step.
Fuck. Like a big, like, dung ball from a huge alien dung beetle. Fuck, these things here is like, where did it go? How far up did they go? Right. What? What the fuck?
Together. We begin anew. Through me, you endure. Through you, I endure.
$19.99. 2025. Okay. Lunar Containment Recovery Program. Okay. The objective to recover data associated with the original Prism Lunar Expedition geographical contractions within the site known as the Canal. Operations continued until 1979. 1999, a union represented employee reported discovery of Union Plaza operational irregularities. Software engineer sent to correct the automated network. Entered the ward. That's you. Contraction events align with the patterns of the original Prism Canal expedition escalating intensity. Primary objectives: recover all Prism mission data and relate to the canal, retrieve or irregular value. Here, intermediate origin of unauthorized action. Lunar touchdown approximately 800 meters from the ward's airlock. On the entry of the ward, the crew reported dense concentration of particulate matter described as or pollen. Substantial interface. Okay, complete telemetry loss. Final transmission contained one image. Oh. Is it him? Okay. Okay. Chapter 1, Rebirth. Wait, what? What? That was a really fucking weird end. That was... I really... You can see, look, the dev team small, right? Luna Software, 3 people. 3 main people in the yeah, a lot of like third parties. That was a weird. That ending was just weird. So it looks like after you cleared out, or you tried to clear out, there's 26 years later, someone went back, right, to investigate, and well, they didn't get out either. So let's just block off the moon and just not send anyone back there. You know what? That might be why. You know, the Americans haven't sent anyone back to the moon, right? Because they found something there they didn't want to admit, and they don't want to go back there, right? Just in case they bring it back to Earth. Yeah, that's probably why. That's probably why they've never been back, right? And if China actually do land on the moon, which I think they're trying to get their own expedition up, if they ever get up, then they might bring back whatever the Americans didn't want to. Yeah. We'll go with that. Oh, that was a really, really weird ending. Interesting game. Weird ending. Very sure, yeah, what's that, about just over 8 hours it took us? I mean, you can definitely tell. I mean, some of the puzzles probably, some of the puzzles would definitely take some people longer than others. Man, we did get a couple of hints on a couple of them, so that probably saved us a little bit of time. I reckon the puzzle in the you know, when you open that chick's locker and you get the Polaroid pictures, that I reckon that probably stalled people for a little bit. I mean, I've seen that similar thing in another game, so that wasn't. I kind of figured out what we had to do with that pretty much straight away, but I can see that stalling people for a bit. That puzzle. But yeah, that was right. It was all right. It was interesting. It wasn't quite what I was expecting going into it. 'Cause it's a very different to what it was originally concepted as. But it was good. I liked it. Could have been longer, but then again, so you get games like this. So you get games that are like that are this sort of like, you know, I say spoopy. It wasn't really that spoopy, but that sort of thing. And the longer they stretched them out, the worse it would probably be. I mean, you can't really stretch it out too far. You know what I mean? That would be weird, wouldn't it?
Contact request approved.
Coffee Mate Football. Give it a follow. So yeah, so that was about almost 8 hours, I suppose. It took us. Not matter, I suppose. So yeah, we'll cut. Let's cut off our. Let's snip the YouTube feed there, so I can just VOD that from that point.